So welcome back. This is part 2. Today is Monday, April 22, 2017. My name is Master Paul, and unfortunately I was cut off from the first live stream. So we'll be talking for just a few 5-10 minutes until we wait for everybody to rejoin us. Today we'll be focusing on TAO hands. What is TAO hands? How can it serve you, the people you care about, and your loved ones? And how can you potentially be approved to receive TAO hands as a transmission? It is truly remarkable, and I have received this transmission for about 8 years. I received it about 8 years ago and have offered numerous blessings with it and have well over 100 responses, testimonials as to its efficacy. It is not limited by time, not limited by distance. Blessings can be very efficient in as little as 5-10 minutes. And one of the unique thing about TAO hands is it is not limited to the human body. It's not limited to physical pain. It's not limited to emotions or the mind blockages. It can be offered to address finances. It can be offered to assist businesses. It can be offered to address relationship blockages. TAO hands is extraordinary in many, many ways because it works at a unique level. It works at the level of soul. And because it works at such a unique level, the way blockages show up and how blockages get cleared is very unique and different from any of the other modalities out there that also are exceptional and serve a purpose. Many of those may have heard, for example, of Reiki, which is a wonderful transmission of light, and it has a great efficacy in specific conditions and for specific reasons. TAO hands, in my observation, has no restrictions in distance that it can be offered, in the amount of time or the conditions that which can be offered. It can be offered for virtually any blockage area in a person's life. So I have found it to be very unique in that respect. So this is what I'll be talking about today for those that are just tuning in for the first time in part 2. Thank you for those that came in on part 1 that found me again. We got the first 10 minutes going there, and then for some reason the feed got cut off. Testing 1 2 3. So let's acknowledge those that have rejoined us. Welcome back, Karen. Aloha, Angela. Welcome back, Sea Love. Welcome back, Linda Martinez and Nebadita. Susan Birchmore. Welcome back, Johnny. And welcome, Kate. Welcome, Angie. Welcome back, Elizabeth and Kristen. Welcome, Suki. Welcome, Dove. Aloha, Loveness. And welcome, Christy Stearns. Welcome also to Kristen Strachan and Atina. So I've only announced about 10 or 12 names. My system is showing me that 25 are watching, so I hope that is the case. So once again, let us connect heart to heart, soul to soul, placing our hands in soul light, soul service hand position, dropping our left hand in front of our heart center, right hand gently pointed towards heaven, and let us connect and create an energy field that will allow this blessing and teaching to occur. So all beings of light, divine Tao and source, beloved Jesus, beloved Mother Mary, beloved Buddha, beloved Kuan Yin, beloved angels, healing angels, archangels, heaven's animals, masters, ascended masters, lamas, gurus, saints, sifus, Buddhas and bodhisattvas. We love you all, honor you all, respect you all, and we ask for your presence at this time to assist with today's wisdom, teachings and blessings on TAO hands. We invite the souls and the heavens teams of all of those that are listening, all of those that are watching at this time, that they might receive the highest blessings, the highest service, the highest wisdom, so that as they enjoy this live stream today, they are much more enlightened as to the power and significance of TAO hands, and if they are prepared, that they may also be able to receive this most incredible transmission that can save their lives and those of their loved ones. Do the Source Soul Song of Love, Peace and Harmony We love you, honor you, respect you. We ask, as appropriate, for you to please turn on, and we invite all souls in all universes to chant and join with us at this time. So for those that are new, watching for the first time, this is a soul song and this is a blessing. So close your eyes, make a request to heaven, and enjoy the first of many blessings that will come today. Let us begin. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. 我爱我心儿灵，我爱纯然泪，让玲珑耳目世上，相爱平安和谐，相爱平安和谐。I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace and harmony. Love, peace and harmony. One more time. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. 我爱我心儿灵，我爱纯然泪，让玲珑耳目世上，相爱平安和谐，相爱平安和谐。I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace and harmony. Love, peace and harmony. 好, thank you. So welcome back to those that have returned. And thank you also to those that have hit the share button to let other people know about this. So this is part 2. The first part we dropped in the first 10 minutes. Today we will be focusing on Tao hands. Now this name, Tao hands, is a recent change. The previous name has been Divine Healing Hands. And the reason we went through a name change is because the name Divine Healing Hands carries with it things that can cause people's mind to get involved and things that can cause problems in the long run. What I mean by that is, if we say Divine Healing Hands, then those that think that only certain religious positioning is allowed to heal, then if you use the word divine, well, then that creates a problem. And so the choice has been made at the highest levels that we will use something that does not cause conflict or create mind irritations for people and challenge their belief systems. And the reason the word healing has been removed is because there are many in the financial world that make tremendous money at the let us say unscrupulously. They do not have, in many cases, our best interest in mind. And the amount of money they make is not always made with the highest integrity. And there have been laws passed back in the 30s and 40s in America that says the only thing that can heal is a pharmaceutical drug. And of course we know that that is not true, but because there have been laws passed, there needs to be movement made to where we don't put ourselves in a position that we irritate those that are making this money unscrupulously on false statements such as what they have put in law. And so the name is now called TAO hands. What is TAO hands? TAO hands is a transmission. It is a transmission that is received by an individual that can then be used to offer blessings to others. So we no longer say the word offer a healing or anything like that. We say the word offer a blessing. And although people don't really grasp it at first, the results afterwards always prove to be quite amazing. And so today I will offer 2 blessings, and there will be a group of us that offer a 3rd blessing. The group will be comprised of others that have received the transmission, the Divine Healing Hands transmission, and soon to be called TAO hands. The name switchover occurs June 1. And I will ask them as part of the 3rd blessing to contribute. So what is TAO hands and how can it benefit you? TAO hands is a transmission that is received through an individual who has received the authority to transmit that. There are many who are watching this that are familiar, for example, with Reiki. And Reiki is a wonderful modality, and it has levels 1, 2, and 3. And those are also transmissions. Someone has to become educated, practiced, and then they will receive the transmission that in essence allows higher levels of frequency to come through to bring blessings to souls as appropriate. This, to my understanding, is substantially different than that form of blessing. And there is not a better or a not better. There is simply a difference. And the difference with this is that it addresses Shen, Qi, and Jing blockages. So some of you that are new might not know what Shen, Qi, and Jing blockages are. Shen blockages are soul blockages. Soul blockages are karma blockages. And that includes soul, heart, and mind blockages. Soul blockages are our personal spiritual debt. All the things that we've done to harm others. Heart blockages are blockages along the lines of greediness, selfishness versus being selfless, a lack of caring, a lack of compassion. These kinds of blockages are heart level blockages. And then mind blockages, negative mindsets, negative attitudes, negative beliefs, ego, attachments. Ego, I'm right, you're wrong. It only works this way. Attachments, I only want it like that. It's the only way I want it because that's how I like it. Negative mindsets, oh, that'll never work. Negative attitudes. There's so many different negativities, and they create spiritual debt. These are called Shen blockages. Shen is soul, heart, mind. Then there's energy and matter blockages. Also, these are karmic blockages. And energy blockages are Qi. So Qi is energy, energy is Qi. Jing is matter. Shen, Qi, Jing. Soul, heart, mind, energy, matter. These blockages reflect in all areas of our life, not just the physical. When most people hear about the old word Divine Healing Hands or the new word called TAO hands, they think about the word healing, and the word healing is typically associated with the human body, or maybe a pet or something like that. But the unique thing about TAO hands is that it is not limited to blessing just the human body. It can bless just about anything that you ask it to bless. It can literally bless a broken part on your car. And it has been known to do so, and has been known to cause the car to start. So the reason it works, and what makes it so unique and different from any other modality I've ever come across, is that it is not limited to the modality of healing of the human being. For example, does finances or financial blockages in our life have karma associated with it? Yes, of course. If we have trouble with our money, if we have trouble creating financial blessings for ourselves, then that is as a direct result of Shen, Qi, Jing blockages, soul, heart, mind, energy, matter blockages. At some point in our history of our lifetimes, we or our ancestors could have created significant financial blockages upon others. We could have taken their land, we could have caused them to lose their jobs, we could have done any number of things, from ego or attachments or mindsets, attitudes and beliefs, or selfishness, just straight up personal choice karma. And all of these can create blockages in our life. Same thing occurs when it comes to relationships. Some of us have no trouble in our relationships. Some of us, we can't seem to make any of them work. Or we might have good best friends, but we can't seem to make a lover relationship work. These also have soul, heart, mind, energy and matter karma blockages associated with them. If it has soul, heart, mind blockages, energy or matter blockages, which is everything, since everything is made up of soul, heart, mind, energy and matter, then it can be addressed with TAO hands. That's what makes this transmission so very unique. And so, how did we receive TAO hands? How did it come about? My teacher is Master Sha. His name is Dr. Master Sha. This is his picture. And he, for those that are new, he is a traditional Chinese medicine doctor trained in China, and he has that license in Canada, I believe. He also trained as a Western medical doctor in China. He no longer holds that credential, but he did train in it and has all of that knowledge. But as of about 20 years ago, he moved away from the traditional Western and Eastern models because they were only getting so much efficacy. They weren't working on everything, and his heart was to serve humanity and to stop humanity's suffering. And he had trained with great many masters from the age of 5, trained with high-level Tai Chi masters, high-level Qi Gong masters, high-level Feng Shui, I Ching and Kung Fu masters, became a Grand Master in all 5 modalities. He then trained with Master Chi Cheng Guo, who is known in China as the one who cures the incurables, and understood the greater understandings of soul and how when you alter the blockages at the level of soul, then the mind and body follows. So this is the next part of the understanding, so that when you receive a Tao Hands blessing today, which you'll receive 3 of them, when you receive it, you'll understand what's working, why it's working, and how it works. So I'm leading to that, so stick around. It's going to be a very powerful day. So Master Chi Cheng Guo, Master Sha's most important teacher, taught him the nature of soul, that soul is the boss, that everyone and everything has a soul, and the soul carries forth the spiritual debt and the spiritual virtue of all time. And it is that spiritual virtue that causes good benefits in our life, and it is that spiritual debt that creates our problem areas in our life. And that if you can resolve things at the level of spiritual virtue and spiritual debt, then the reflection of that, which is our physical life, has to change to reflect what's happening here at the level of soul. So I'll say that one more time so you guys get it. When you clear the blockages at the soul level, the karma blockages, the blockages and the sufferings that we have caused upon others, when you clear it up here, then our life here, which is reflecting the blockages we created before we arrived in this lifetime, when you clear these blockages, then our blockages at the physical level alter. Now that's a big difference from the modalities that I am familiar with. I'm familiar with healing frequency machines. I'm familiar with touch, the Reikis. I mentioned a variety of modalities. They all have a uniqueness to them and a functionality. But not one of them have I heard that talks about clearing the Shen, Qi, and Jing blockages, the soul, heart, mind, energy, matter, karmic blockages. So when somebody does receive these other modalities, they may have a very positive effect, and it may completely stay away. but it also has the propensity to return, and in which those blessings no longer work. And according to the teachings that Master Sha brings to us, he shares that if the spiritual debt is light, then a light blessing could be sufficient. But if that spiritual debt is heavy, then it could take a lot more than what is thrown at it by the traditional models. And that's where Tao hands comes in. Master Sha, being a dedicated servant to humanity, in roughly 2003 received special authorities to offer blessings to humanity, basically being a vessel through which the divine comes and offers the blessings. Now that's not unusual. There are many souls that offer blessings. They take no credit for it. Heaven's doing the work. It just so happens that along with those authorities, he also received the authority to transmit the same kind of blessing power into books, objects, things, and people. So much like if we use the Reiki model as an example, you're told that you receive a transmission of the next level, the next degree. It's similar, except it has to be authorized. And this authorization comes from very, very high sources. So for example, this book, this was put out in I believe 2009 or 10, maybe 11. And the book title is Divine Healing Hands. Very pretty image there. And the reason why it's called that is because you or I are not doing it. We are simply the recipients. If we're chosen to, chosen meaning if we are purified enough with open heart and the intention to serve, and we do not have so much debris in our field that if we received such a transmission, it could hurt us if we had too much debris. So in other words, if you were purified enough where you could receive a transmission of this nature, you could have significant positive benefits in your life. One of them is the ability to forevermore offer blessings, extraordinary blessings, not hocus pocus little toothache blessings. Blessings that could change people's lives. Blessings that could save people's lives. Blessings that could bring a great deal of intelligence to your children. Clear intelligence blockages. Blessings that could you could offer it to your parents or your grandparents or your brothers and sisters. People you deeply care about. That when you connect to them on the internet or on the phone, they tell you something unpleasant happening in their life. And normally we're simply helpless. There's nothing we can do. We simply say, okay, well, I'll pray for you. Well, I'm very sorry about that. I hope things get better. That's the 99.9% response that most of us have, because we are not empowered with a transmission that can make a difference. And that's what Tao Hands is. It's a transmission of light that when you receive it, it goes to one of your hands, either the right hand or the left hand, according to your choice. And the transmission can be turned on and offered at a distance. It can be offered directly to the person in front of you. It can be offered at a distance. It's a no-touch modality. It's not something where you have to have somebody lie down on a table and run your hands over them or anything like that. It's because you're not doing it. You could actually be reading a book while the blessing is being offered, if that's what you wanted to do. Ideally, that wouldn't be the case. You want to be in a place of relaxed and focused so that the light coming in can serve better, but truly it would work since you're not doing it. So I'll share with you some examples of this from people writing their experience. And Master Sha posted it in his book. So I'm just going to read this right out of his book. And it says, my experiences since having been honored with the Tao Hands transmission in 2010 has been wide-ranging, from angry spider bites, pustules clearing and leaving no scar, a knot on the spine dissolving, excruciating pain reduced to little or nothing, balancing emotions, and awe-inspiring cellular vibration. I feel very humbled to be able to offer this blessing from the Tao. My hand vibrates as a wave of light and vibration emanates from my hand. which appears to be grander than the size of the room at times. So this person has spiritual third eye. They can see the light coming from their hand. I am in constant awe as the Tao allows me to be a vehicle for rejuvenation and blessings for other souls. The multitude of souls who come to serve during a Tao hand's blessing is phenomenal. By reports of those who feel and sense those who see. One of the highlights of my day is joining the daily Tao Hands teleconference to be able to serve globally and to offer Tao Hands to families and other loved ones. So let me, we'll come to another one in a minute. So now we're going to start with a blessing. Okay? Now, as I indicated, this is a blessing that is transmitted. And when Master Sha received this book, he wrote this book in about a week and a half. And when I mean received it, I mean he didn't write it. He simply asked Kevin, please give me whatever you want to say, and I will speak it, and Master Cynthia will write it. And so that's how he's written all of his books. He doesn't even know many of the English words that he speaks. He just receives the information. There must be something to it, however, because out of his 20 books, 11 have reached New York Times bestsellers. And that doesn't happen accidentally. So he asked the Divine, when I create this book, can I put a transmission into the book so that anybody who picks the book up can ask for a blessing from the book itself? He received permission and he transmitted into the book 20 individual blessings. So let me put this in a different way. If you pick this up off of any bookshelf anywhere, library, Amazon, doesn't matter, in that book is 20 blessings for each individual that picks it up. It's not used up once 20 have been done. If it goes to a new soul, that person gets 20 blessings. So I'm going to ask this book to offer a blessing to you guys. So if you want to know if a pear is sweet, which is Master Sha's statement, then you have to taste it. I can completely imagine that it's hard to believe that you could receive a blessing from the book. I get it. That's why it's a good way to challenge it right now. Let's see if it works. Okay? So we're going to do 2 other blessings, but this is the first one. And so what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to choose something that is measurable. I saw one person reporting a headache that doesn't seem to be going away. Find something that's measurable. A pain somewhere in your body, toothache, tummy imbalance, low energy, something that's measurable, and give it a number. 10 is the worst, 1 is the 0 is gone. Okay? Choose that area of your body. If it's a sore arm, do your rotation. When does the pain begin? Does the pain begin here and then you go higher and then you can't move any higher and it's really sore? Define specifically for your purposes, because this blessing that will be offered will be directly from the book. I am not going to use any of my treasures. I'm curious as well. I've seen it work, but I am scientific minded in many ways. I want to see what difference it will make. I don't know if it will make any. I want to see it. You will be the guinea pigs, so to speak. You will be the ones deciding if it works or not. So make a note. This is what I'm asking blessings for. You don't have to write it down. This is the number. And then I will invoke the blessings in this book and I will ask it to serve you. And when I do, I'll just be holding up the book like this and the light will be coming to each of you. And that includes for all those that are listening on the podcast online. So make your request to heaven and I will start. So dear the soul of this book, this Divine Healing Hands book, the 20 blessings that Master Sha has put in here. Master Sha, could you please, as appropriate, offer a blessing to all those that are watching at this time, all those that are listening at this time for their request. This is so that I can introduce them to the Tao Hands, So please offer the most appropriate blessing. This blessing will be for 4 minutes. And the blessing, where you're at, close your eyes. Sit up straight. Bring your back away from the back of the chair. You want to know if this works? Be fully present. Bring your back away from the back of the chair. Feet flat on the floor. Touching your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Close your eyes. Bring your thoughts and your breath into your lower abdomen. And a little trick, if you want to have a little better result, ask forgiveness for anything that you might have done to others that has brought this suffering to you. Whatever it is you asked for, if it's toothache, eye ache, shoulder pain, whatever, ask forgiveness if, for whatever reason, if you had brought that suffering to others. This blessing will go on for 4 minutes. Make your request. Blessing begin. And I will chant my soul language, soul song in the meantime. And also I'll chant, Tao hands blesses everyone. Tao hands blesses everyone. Tao hands blesses everyone. Tao hands blesses everyone. Hey ya 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 hey ya yo ya hey yo ya hey. Hey ya 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 yo. Hey ya 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 hey. Hey ya 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 yo. Ya hey ya ya yo hey. Ya hey ya yo ya hey. Hey ya ya yo. Open your heart and soul. Receive the blessing. Open your heart and soul. Receive the blessing. Tao hands blesses everyone. 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 Open their heart and soul. Release their blockages. Tao hands blesses everyone. Lula, lula, li, lula. 2 more minutes. Lula, la, li, lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Wo ai wo xin er ling. Wo ai trun ran li. Wang ling rong her mu shi sheng. Xiong ai ping an se. Xiong ai ping an se. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace and harmony. Love, peace and harmony. 1 more minute. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Wo ai wo xin er ling. Wo ai trun ran li. Wang li rong er mu shi sheng. Sheng ai ping an se. Sheng ai ping an se. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace and harmony. Love, peace and harmony. How, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so please report. I'm perfectly okay if you say there is no results. I'm perfectly okay if you say it's gone. Whatever is the truth is what you should state. Right now, this is kind of a scientific experiment. I know it works. I've seen it work. But this is your turn to understand it. The closest person is 2,000 miles away. Actually, now the closest person is probably 90 miles away. That would be Dove over on the Big Island. But the next closest person is 2,000 miles away. And there's some of you that are literally on the other side of the world, 28,000 miles away. And yet, blessings that come from the Tao are not limited by time or space. So you could have had significant results. Please share. What did I request? What was the number before? What is the number now? We're going to offer 2 more blessings to anyway, but they will come from different sources. So please share. I'm looking forward to seeing your results. Welcome Dakota. Welcome Tammy Hunter. Welcome Nikki Davis. Welcome Liz Wong. Welcome Laura Geis. And anybody else who has joined us, if I haven't mentioned your name, please forgive me. I'm waiting for responses. So far I haven't seen any yet. Excuse me. So when I first received Tao hands, which was 8 years ago, I immediately came home and used it on my unsuspecting roommates, find out if this stuff worked, and 10-year back pain was dissolved in about 10 minutes, and it stayed gone. It's pretty amazing, actually, the value. And again, the reason why it works is because it is dissolving Shen, Qi and Jing blockages. It is releasing the blockages at the level of soul. If, for example, you requested back pain, and your back pain was a 7 out of 10 scale, the Tao hands, which is, you know, heaven's work, comes to the area of the spine at your soul and offers virtue, offers good karma to offset the spiritual debt, which releases darkness and blockages at the level of the spine. That then reflects at the physical level, because when you clear the blockages at the level of soul, at the level of the blockage area, then the physical representation, in this case the human spine, will reflect the changes that occurred at the level of soul. That's why Tao Hands is such an extraordinary servant. So either Facebook is hiccuping, or you guys are all still writing novels, because I haven't seen anything come through on this side as to what your results were. So I'm going to give everybody a little awareness right now that this opportunity to receive Tao Hands, to be a recipient, and to have this permanent treasure transmitted to your soul so that you can help your children, your loved ones, your pets, your people you care about. There will be a event from Honolulu that I am being told is webcast, and that is June 9, 10, and 11. That's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if I got my dates right. And this webcast will be over 3 days. I believe it's an evening and 2 days. And it is a preparation course. And in this preparation course, there will be many, many teachings, wisdom, and blessings that will prepare you to receive the Tao Hands. So the new structure will have several layers and several levels. There's a lot more emphasis on education and question and answers, and the ability to serve those who receive it to receive much higher understanding of what they have, much higher understanding of how to use it, and how to get the best results with it. Welcome, Cynthia Marie. And again, so far, very possible that some of you have written in and commented, but I am not seeing any of the comments, so I apologize. It could be a Facebook issue. I don't really know what's happening right now, but I know all of you well enough to know that some people would have responded by now, so I can only assume it's a Facebook hiccup. Okay, so I want to tell you what you receive when you receive a transmission of this nature. There are 4 parts to the transmission. Now the first step is to be approved. So if this is something of interest to you, that you would like to receive Tao hands so that you can offer blessings for your children's intelligence, or for yourself, for whatever. You might be having menstrual cramps, for example. You can offer blessings to yourself. Headaches, same thing. You can offer blessings to co-workers, to loved ones, parents, and it works at a distance. So to be able to receive this, you have to be approved. To be approved is through guidance. So one of the master teachers, like myself or any at Master Sha's Healing Center in Honolulu, which is, since they'll be offering the next classes, they will check guidance to see if you are ready. About 8.5 to 9 out of 10 people are ready to receive. About 1 to 1.5 people are not ready to receive. And typically, if they're not ready, it has to do with significant amount of blockages, either in mindsets, heart blockages, or their energy body is not cleaned enough, pure enough, to where they wouldn't get hurt. Because when somebody receives a high level transmission like this, if it's too much power, it could actually cause suffering, could cause hurt. And so it's better to say no, just do some more practices, and then we'll guide you with specific practices that can assist you. Okay, so I see Johnny has posted. He said, reset Facebook. There are many comments. I am so sorry, guys. I cannot see them on my side. It's very debilitating. I deeply apologize that I cannot read your comments. So Johnny or Kristen, if you could send me a quick text through Facebook, only Johnny or Kristen, of the people's comments. You know, it was a 5, now it's a 2, stuff like that. So I have something to work with that will help. Do it through Facebook Messenger. I'm able to read those flash up on the screen quickly. So what do you receive? If you are approved, you receive the first transmission is the transmission for the healing transmission itself. Now, I have to shy away from that word, so the Tao hands transmission itself. Okay, and so I see that there are many comments and many positive comments. I'm not going to be able to read them all, so I will continue. The second transmission is for a light wall protection. Now, I cannot tell you how many people I've talked to that do healing work from their heart. They want to serve, and yet they don't, and they think that by calling, you know, their heavens team, or by envisioning a light wall around them, that they're protected. I can tell you guys that it's not that it doesn't happen, but it's that it can only happen so high or so much. When you of your own accord say, okay, I protect myself with a golden light wall, I asked Archangel Michael to come, or whatever it may be, the amount of protection you receive is according and equal to your soul standing. If your soul standing is this high, and the karma, the spiritual debt of that person you're offering blessings to is this high, then you could potentially create some suffering for yourself. because you might irritate what is irritating them. And so if you push past your boundary, it doesn't matter if you have a good heart, a pure heart, a desire to serve. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to that darkness over there. That darkness is irritated. That's why it's bothering that soul. It's irritated because it's karma. Dark karma, bad karma is irritated karma. It's karma because suffering was caused upon others. Now suffering is being brought to that soul. And so when somebody is suffering and you go in there and you offer a service to assist them, you could irritate that. There are many, many heart surgeons, heart doctors that die of heart attacks. A lot. There's a lot of doctors that die young because they're helping people but they don't have the true protections. Okay? So when I tell you you receive a light wall protection, I am not just telling you we verbalize it and it's like you verbalizing. No, very, very different. These transmissions are extraordinary because you are not doing the work. Heaven is doing the work. If you are chosen to receive this transmission, that means that it will come with protection. The reason these transmissions are being offered at this time and supported and promoted at this time is because humanity needs help. There's all kinds of communicable diseases out there, many, many problems. And we need warriors. We need people that can offer blessings to help those that are in need. And if things get worse, then you will be one of those people. And if you do not have light wall protection, if you die from one of those communicable diseases that you can actually offer blessings to, then that's not going to help anybody, will it? And so when a light wall protection is offered as the second transmission, you receive literally heaven's generals and soldiers. They come to you, they surround you, they protect you from car accidents, they protect you. Doesn't mean you're not going to have one. It means that if one occurs, the results could be dramatically less than what it could be without that kind of protection. It protects you from many different things that otherwise you would not be protected from. So light wall protection is so much more than just when you're offering blessings. The third transmission is protection against communicable diseases and natural disasters. Okay, so when you become a Tao Hands practitioner, you get protection against communicable diseases and natural disasters. And so those things could occur as well, and those are when you are needed. During the time between here, and hopefully those kinds of things never occur, but between here and there, if those kinds of things happen, if you happen to be a Tao Hands practitioner, then the potential for your life to be spared is reasonable and good so that you could be there to serve others. That's the purpose of it. If that never happens, you just use it to bless yourself, your loved ones, your children, bless your family, the people you care about. That's how you would use it for them. Okay? But if things in the world become a bit weird and scary, then you will then have a much higher authority and power to serve others. So to repeat, the first one is the transmission itself, the second one is the light wall protection, the third one is protection against communicable diseases and natural disasters. There's a fourth transmission that a Tao Hands practitioner would receive, and it's called a pendulum, a divine pendulum. What is that? Well, you know people that hold the pendulum, right? They might hold it and try to get yes, no's. Well, when you are a practitioner, a Tao Hands practitioner, you need to make choices. For example, what is the main problem with this person's breathing? Is it the lungs? Yes. Is there any other associations? No. Okay, you can check your pendulum. How long do I offer this blessing? More than 5 minutes? Yes. More than 10 minutes? Yes. More than 15 minutes? No. Okay, more than 12 minutes? No. Okay, 12 minutes. So now you know how long. How many times do I offer the blessing? More than one time? Yes. More than 2 times? Yes. More than 3 times? Yes. Okay, 5 times. So now you know that you are to offer 5 12-minute blessings for this person's condition. This is why a divine pendulum is given. Sometimes we are not to touch that person. Sometimes their spiritual debt is so much higher than our abilities that we don't want to create problems for ourselves. And so your first question is, do I offer a blessing for this person condition? Is it okay? And will I be hurt? And if you get a yes, it's okay, then you proceed. So these treasures are priceless. During the first 3-day session and the next 3-day session and all the trainings thereafter, you are taught exactly how to utilize these transmissions so that you can be of service to yourself and your loved ones, and if needed in the future, to other souls. So the ability to serve with Tao hands is beyond extraordinary. Now, the honor fee for this, which is the cost to receive the transmission, is, unless it's changed, I want you to hear very clearly, it could have changed, okay? But as it currently stands, it's $630, 630 US dollars. If it's changed, then you will find out about it when you check to see if it's something you're approved for. The information is still coming to us as the master teachers, and in Honolulu we're going to be the first to teach this new program, which is again June 9, June 10 and June 11. Okay, so this is something only if you're interested in. Now you can of course just receive blessings. If that's all you want to do is receive blessings, then sign up for my monthly blessings. I use Tao hands to offer a blessing twice a month, 20 minutes each blessing. It's basically like giving it to you for free. You know, I tell you, I'm always amazed more people have not signed up for this. You get a 20-minute blessing from my level hands, and twice a month, and you can ask anything that you want, and all you have to do is agree to an automatic deduction of $30 once a month. I mean, it's basically free. So if you just want to receive, then sign up for that through my website. You'll see it on the right hand column. It's listed there. It's also on the bottom of the first page. But if you'd like to be a practitioner, then that's the next step. Okay, I saw a lot of comments come through from Kristen. I was able to read some of the flashes. I saw many people had some, the number went down a 2, some a 4, some a 7, some it was gone. That's absolutely fabulous. That was from a book, guys. That was from a book. Think about it. If a transmission can be given to a book 5 years ago, I pick it up off the shelf and I connect and I said, one of the 20 blessings given to this book, can you please come out and bless these 50 or so souls watching live and the thousands that will watch this afterwards. And that's a good point, guys. There will be at least 500 to 1,000 people that watch this hours from now, days and weeks from now. You'll make a request and a blessing. You will receive a benefit. How is that possible when you're not listening live? When you're listening a day, a week later, and yet you still get a benefit? The answer is very simple. God is alive. God is present. And God has chosen various souls on earth to serve in very unique ways. Our beloved Dalai Lama is a soul that brings great wisdom. Our beloved Master Sha is a soul that has the power and authority to transmit healing abilities to individuals, called Tao hands. And so he has transmitted it also to books. You are now the validated recipient of that. Now some of you may have had no result. That's okay too. No result means that whatever you requested is either not measurable because maybe your request changes in your finances or relationship and you can't measure it now, or the spiritual debt is higher than the blessing in the book was willing to give to you at this time. It could be that you had doubt. It could be that you said, I don't believe this. Cross my arms, let's see if it works. Okay, heaven's not going to give you anything if you're like that. Why should they? You have negativity. You have to open your heart to see if it makes a difference. So I will offer a blessing now using the transmission I have received. This is not a small blessing. It's coming from a master teacher. My channel is far clearer than most other souls that have not studied for 8 or 9 years. I have done many blessings to clear this body so that when I offer a blessing, it could be very big. And so I will offer this blessing again. I apologize that I'm not able to read all your comments. I see that we've gotten over 100 comments, which makes me very happy. And I see that we've maintained over 50 live watchers. That makes me very happy. So I will offer this next blessing. For anybody new that has just come in, and for those that are already present, make your request. It can be for the same area, but if you're happy with the results for the same area, request something different. Okay? Again, ideally choose something that's measurable, 10 being the worst, 0 being it's gone. Make notes of it. If it's a physical body thing, stretch, whatever. It hurts when I go this high. Check your flexibility. If it's your back, check your flexibility. Give it a number when the pain increases and when the pain goes away. After the blessing, walk around a moment or two. Okay, I will have to go back afterwards and read all the comments, and I definitely will. But this is for you, all those that are watching. I know it works already. But for those that are watching, those that are wondering, does this work? Very important. Choose your number, choose your area. Blessing will begin in just a moment. How? This blessing is for 3 minutes. Blessing begin. Ya he yo, ya he ya he yo, hey ya hey ya hey ya 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 yo. For those that are new, just coming in, sit up straight, back away from the back of the chair, feet flat on the floor, close your eyes, prepare, receive with gratitude. Hey ya yo, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, yo, ya hey ya, ya hey yo, ya hey ya, ya yo. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, yo. Hey ya, hey ya, ya yo, ya hey ya, ya ya yo. Ya hey ya, hey ya, ya hey yo. La 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 ya 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 hey ya ya yo. Ya hey ya yo. Blessing continues. Everybody please do this forgiveness practice silently. Follow me, dear all souls, that I or my ancestors have brought any form of harm or suffering to, especially for the area I am requesting. If I have harmed you for this condition I am requesting, from my heart, I sincerely, 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 deeply and humbly apologize. I truly would not wish this upon any soul. But if I have made mistakes that has caused you this same form of suffering, from my heart I deeply apologize. Please forgive me. If I am suffering now and you are reminding me of suffering I may have brought upon you, I wish to offer you my complete and unconditional forgiveness. For I now recognize that any suffering I have experienced is as a result, could be as a result of suffering I may have brought upon others. Please forgive me. I forgive you. Blessing is still continuing. Hey ya yo, ya hey ya, ya hey ya hey ya hey ya hey ya yo, hey ya 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 yo, hey ya hey ya hey ya ya hey ya yo, hey ya ya hey, hey ya ya hey ya hey ya ya yo. Hey ya ya, hey ya you yo hey. Hey ya 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 you. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They're my treasure. Please return. Okay. Again, please share. I apologize that I'm not able to read it now. I look forward to reading it afterwards. But please share what your benefits were. Atina Red was a 10 before, now is 0. Mary Tedesco has been suffering with lower back pain and hip pain, was a 6, not feeling it now. Susan Duvendorn had an 8, now it's a 2. Deborah Anderson was a headache, was an 8, now it's a 4. Elizabeth Folk, lower back pain, was an 8 to 9, now it's a 0. Angie Chandler, body ache pain went from an 8 to a 3. Elizabeth Folk, okay. Linda Jansen, neck pain was a 7, now it's a 5. And then somebody had breast pain and swelling, it was a 6 out of a 10, now it feels like a 3. Hopefully that will go down. Becca the 5, 8 down to 1, blessings for the shoulder. Truly extraordinary, the results. I don't know if you were able to hear me speaking while I was looking at those comments. I hope you were. That's amazing, guys. I was able to read some of Kristen's text to me, and I saw 10s down to 0s, 8s down to 1 and 2s. That was extraordinary. From a 4-minute blessing, from a blessing that Master Sha transmitted to a book. I gotta tell you, that makes the mind really tweak a little bit. If you're a new person, how do you work with that, that as a real possibility? I tell you, it's real. Here's the best part. You individually can have that same power. You individually can serve people you care about. You can bless your exams in school. You can bless yourself to remember things, memorize better. You can bless your children's intelligence. You can bless your mother's hip pain. You can bless anything. You can bless finances. You can bless anything. It's truly remarkable when you stop and think about it, that Tao hands can have these kinds of extraordinary benefits. So Kristen is starting to post some of the things to me on the Facebook Messenger. I'll read those in just a minute. So now watching today, there are at least 8 Divine Healing Hands healers. Divine Healing Hands was the previous name for what is now being called Tao Hands. And the Divine Healing Hands healers have had them for several years. So for our last and final blessing, I will ask them to collectively offer you a 3rd blessing. Again, you can choose the same area or a new area depending on what you'd like. And so it's truly extraordinary that we have this at this time. To be able to receive Tao Hands blessings does require approval. So you would want to connect with me through the messenger, through Facebook Messenger, or through my email, asoulhealer@yahoo.com. And if it is something that you are ready to receive, then all you have to do is prepare for the honor fee. Again, the honor fee, if it has not changed, is $635, and it will be offered June 9, 10, and 11 as the initial course. There will be several follow-up courses and training and whatnot that's ongoing to prepare you fully to be able to serve yourself, your family, your loved ones, and as many souls as possible. So Kristen has posted that Kate Nicole had a dizzy headache for 3 days. It was an 8, now it's a 3. C Love asked for heaven to balance all areas, went from a 3 to a 0. Karen Jones' hip pain went from a 10 down to a 0. And Susan Duvendorn's imbalance is now down to a 0 from where it was. Wow. Extraordinary benefits and results from the 2nd layer of blessing. Okay? I wished I could read some of your questions. I don't know if you have any questions for me about this Tao hands. If you do, I'm handicapped in that I can't read them at this time. So Kristen, if you see anybody that has any specific questions about this, please send me a text. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and wrap up by offering the final blessing. And again, there are many that will be watching this after the fact that the blessing was offered. Think about that, guys. How is it that somebody who watches this an hour or a week later, that they can still receive extraordinary results? That does not happen with any other modality I've come across. Really contemplate that. How is that possible? Truly, it is only possible because in heaven there is no time and there is no space. So when that person for the very first time 1 week later is listening to this and they get results, there's only one possibility. Heaven is real. Heaven is delivering blessings, and it's delivering it through Master Sha, and then through a master teacher like myself who has had the authority to be able to offer this transmission to those that are approved. This is not a small thing to be approved for, and it's not a small thing to have as part of your life, the rest of your life, because it will serve potentially hundreds, thousands, potentially millions. Let me read one or two more things. Angie Taylor asks, will we need to be face-to-face or this can be done online? For Becky, there was no improvement in a pneumonia condition. So that's a pretty heavy-duty one, Becky. You definitely want to consider receiving individual personal blessings for that, which I or any of the Tao hands can offer. So Angie, your question is, it of course can, it's done in person. I am told as of this date today that the June 9, 10, 11 is being offered via webcast. I believe that's true. If it's not, please forgive me, but to the best of my understanding, it is true. Okay. Susan Birchmore asks, how can she sign up for the blessings every month? So Susan is asking about the once a month blessings. Those, you go to my website, asoulhealer.com, scroll to the bottom of the first page, and you will see on there a purple advertisement. It says $30 a month blessings. Just follow the instructions there. It's pretty straightforward. Sharon E. Withers, Tao hands are wonderful. I have helped so many people in her Reiki practice that needed more assistance. I've used it for several animals as well. She feels so blessed to have found this wonderful gift. Wonderful sharing, Sharon. Thank you so much. So we're going to ask Sharon and Kristen and the other Divine Healing Hands healers, soon to be called Tao hands, to offer a blessing. I see one more question from Janet Hoffman. Can the blessing go to other people in the house if they're not watching? The answer is no. I had to check. I don't know if you saw me move my head. I checked my pendulum. I didn't just use my mind. That's the value of a divine pendulum. So the answer is no, and the reason why is because too much virtue. Now if they wish to watch the live stream, they can receive all three blessings. Okay. I see Janice says vision needed improvement. None yet. That's the first comment I've seen all day. I'm so happy Facebook is getting their stuff together. I can now see at least one comment. So Janice, I'm not sure what's going on with the vision. If it's a long-standing concern, you might want to communicate with me. I can give you some additional information as to some of the Shen Qi Jing blockages and how blessings could help, higher level blessings. If it's temporary, most likely it'll show an improvement in a short period of time. Okay? And finally, I'm starting to see for the first time lots of happy faces and happy signs. Yay, things are working again. Okay. All the Divine Healing Hands healers, please prepare. Turn on your transmissions, go through your protocol. Prepare to offer the blessing. I will give you 30 seconds. Everybody else that does not have this transmission, please prepare to receive. Make your third request. It can be for the same area. It can be for something different. Thank you, Anna Marie Love, for talking about how these blessings helped your back pain. Anna Marie received very special blessings, the higher level blessings, but she did the requested practices, and now she is pain-free. Congratulations. Ten more seconds for the Tao Hands Healers to prepare. Okay, so everyone complete their request. Divine Healing Hands Healers, Tao Hands Healers. Let us offer this blessing as appropriate in every case. Blessing, begin. Hey ya hey, hey ya yo, ya hey, ya yo. Everyone, make sure you're sitting up straight, back away from the back of the chair. Be ready to receive. Hey ya yo, hey ya ya, ya hey yo, hey ya yo, ya hey ya hey ya hey ya ya, hey ya yo, hey ya ya, hey ya hey yo, hey ya ya, hey ya hey ya, ya hey ya hey yo, hey ya hey ya ya ya, hey ya hey ya yo, ya hey ya yo, ya hey, hey ya ya ya, hey yo, hey ya hey ya yo, ya hey ya ya yo, ya hey ya 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 yo, hey ya hey ya ya hey ya ya yo, hey ya 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 hey ya yo, hey ya hey ya ya yo, yo hey ya ya hey. One more minute. Hey ya hey ya yo, ya hey ya ya hey ya hey ya yo, hey ya ya hey 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 ya hey ya ya yo, ya hey ya 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 yo, ya hey ya hey ya yo. 好，好，好。Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, beloved Divine Healing Hands Transmission. Tao Hands, please return. Okay. So again, for those that had joined us in the latter half, this might have been the first blessing you received. Please take time and look through the previous comments. There were 2 other blessings offered, which you can go back and listen again and receive all of those blessings. But notice how people's significant suffering, 10s down to 0s for back pains, 9s down to 1s and 2s. Many significant blessings because of this beautiful soul here, Master Sha, who has brought to humanity Tao hands. His purpose, his mission is to help humanity to awaken as many souls as possible to their blockages, to assist us to not suffer, and to empower each of us that we can serve our family members and our loved ones. If you want to be a Tao hands practitioner, contact me, asoulhealer@yahoo.com. asoulhealer@yahoo.com. You can find me through my website as well, asoulhealer.com. You can Facebook message me. I'm happy to assist you on an individual basis if you would like individual services, counseling, you would like to get through a significant problem area in your life and you need someone to be with you every week for a couple of weeks or more to get through it. I do offer those kinds of services, personalized services. If the blessings today did not bring any significant benefit, that means that your Shen, Qi, and Jing blockages were very high. Shen, Qi, Jing blockages are soul, heart, mind, energy, matter, karma blockages. So if you did not receive results, then those blockages are higher than the soul standing of these blessings that were being offered. I have received extraordinarily high blessings far above this that can assist you if that is of interest to you. You just need to contact me and I can explain more at that time. So know that blessings are available at many levels, and at this level, honestly, if someone had blockages there's no results for, if you received 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 blessings of this caliber again and again and again, those blessings would probably go away, because even though it might not have received a result for some of you, it just means it's clearing it away a little bit at a time. It's like peeling back the layers of the onion. So they always work. The percentage of effectiveness is dependent upon the percentage of the recipient, that is the person that is offering it, and the percentage of karma. So I love you all. I'm so grateful for tuning in. Please share this with the people you care about, people you know that have the healing heart and want to offer service to others, people you know that they would benefit from and resonate with. Those that have mothers especially, if you have children, you must have this. You will save yourself so many heartaches, so much pain and suffering, so much money, and you can bless your children's intelligence and so many other things. There's not a single mother that's watching that should not have this, I tell you. And not only you, but the people you know that are mothers. So do your absolute best to become a Tao Hands practitioner. I tell you, it will save so many lives, including your own. I love you. I thank you for coming. I thank you for sharing. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.